Well, the United Nations system in the Kyrgyz Republic is a very critical partner of the government and all the instruments and commitments that the government has made, including the Convention on Forced Labor, which Kyrgyzstan is a signatory. Sometimes we look at these global norms and principles and we assume they don't have an impact at the national level. At the national level in Kyrgyzstan, given our economic situation, you have situations where a lot of young women, young men, are leaving their home communities. They're going to different parts of the world because they believe that when they go to those parts of the world, they have better economic opportunities. The problem is that when they do that, sometimes they fall into the hands of the wrong people. So it's illegal migration. They are trafficked. Some of them are sold into slavery. Some are sold into sexual slavery. So we have young girls who meant well when they left their villages and their home communities, but who are now sex slaves. And so they're working for the benefit of others. Then you also have young children who are being used by their family members to augment their family incomes. So some are working in farms, some are even in paid employment. And the idea being that their family members, their parents, assume that they bring additional income to the family. So it's a complex phenomenon we're dealing with. It's a complex developmental challenge. How do you help people who want to better their economic opportunities to do so in legitimate ways that don't threaten them, where they don't suffer terrible consequences like being sold as slaves or being forced into sexual slavery? How do you protect the rights of young children to have a good education, good health, good nutrition, so they can grow up and become active members of society? So the evidence is very clear then that unless we help Kyrgyzstan domesticate this protocol and have the formal legislation so that our women, our girls, our boys, our children can be protected in the communities. So this conference being organized by ILO is so timely, because this is a major problem in Kyrgyzstan. If you look at the numbers of Kyrgyz citizens who are migrants in Russia, in Kazakhstan, in many parts of the world, we know that not all of them have gone there legitimately. We know that not all of them are realizing their full potential, because some may have fallen into the wrong hands. So it's important to give them protection. It's also important for the government to send a message of its commitment to addressing the issues of forced labor in the country. So ILO has done an amazing job in bringing together this conversation. And I was very enthused, I was very happy to hear representatives from the Jabu Ganesh saying they are waiting for ILO and trade union representatives to bring them the legal instruments so that Parliament can enact legislation to domesticate this protocol. That is the challenge that is facing Kyrgyzstan, and I would like to assure the government of the Kyrgyz Republic, I would like to assure all citizens that ILO is committed and ready to provide the expertise, to provide the accompaniment that allows them to realize the national obligations under this instrument.